set to kick off.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
They'll run. Here comes a rookie from Michigan State. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They moved the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
60 Eagles, 60 Lions,
They'll keep it on the ground. Vallejo will give it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The Bucs at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing is Palmer. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. You talk about this giant defense. It's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's Palmer to throw. Pryor has it complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. Throwing far off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
19-18. Check smash. Check. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Vallejo. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw now, Dart. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense back to... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now it's Palmer. He finds his man, complete. It's short. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle they go. Burrell. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Here's Dart.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. These two teams all tied after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick
So
off.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
And they
Here we
come into
go.
this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
19 tight. Come on. Ready?
Play action. It's Palmer. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go.
Now Palmer. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jalen Hyatt, 51 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Pushing his way through. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw is Palmer. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Palmer now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action. Now Palmer. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's short. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Vallejo. And he'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Palmer. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Palmer will throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Giants 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
To throw, Dart. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Palmer. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Giants 7.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them map this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. 70 Lions.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go. Next, go.
Throwing his Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To the air, Dart.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now.
Now Dart.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Dart going to look to throw here.
Touchdown!
Malik Neighbors
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
Lane opens here. He's past the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Dart.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
JT Tuimoloau.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Throwing, Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he works free. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, Burrell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
128 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
18, Pioneer, go!
Now Palmer to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing his dart.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw his dart.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
They'll run on first down. Vallejo. First times tonight he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
At the 32-yard line.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Open man, that's too strong. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
Now it's Palmer. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And moving a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Here we go!
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Buccaneers 45, Giants 21.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A full left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
12 yards.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Giants.
They'll try the left side. Burrell. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Burrell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led.
Touchdown, Giants! Cole Kmet, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
45. Giants 27.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Here we go, set, ready.
On 1st down, Vallejo. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here we go. Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Okay,
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
ready.
They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet.
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Dart. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they will take a knee here.
Get up. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let go.
And they take a knee.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.
So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team.